25 moments that ended a friendship, according to Reddit. Number 25. I'm currently planning a wedding, and we're trying to keep the guest list under 100. When trying to narrow down who to invite, we thought about what criteria we should meet. Who knows about our day-to-day lives? Who has been there for us recently? Who have we been there for? Have I ever talked to this person in the last year? Essentially, who is an active and caring person in our lives? Well, when people really consider people with that in mind, I realized very few people actually meet these standards. I know friendships cannot be fitted into neat and tidy packages, but when you stop and look at a certain friendship objectively, it just puts things into perspective. For example, I thought my college friends would be lifelong friends, and even though we drifted apart in the recent years, I still thought that we were close. But I moved out of state a few years ago, and some of them have never expressed visiting me or wanting me to come visit them. And last year, I went to rehab because I was having difficulty maintaining sobriety. Now I have 10 months, and maybe one person has checked in. I think some would even have had a problem that my wedding is going to be alcohol-free. I realized these people once had a huge part of my life that are now not really part of it much anymore. Sometimes it stings, but I have a beautiful life now, and I wouldn't trade it back for some shallow friends. Well, there you go. Wow. Well, if it isn't Haru herself. Hello to everyone in the stream chat. My man Luxurious, Linda, Prelude, Riri, Hazelnut, Haru, Jacob, Duncan, Faith, and Fat Man. Oh, damn. Hope you guys are having an interesting evening. Thank you for being you, and it's nice to see you as part of the live stream. As we continue, though, here we are at number 24. Larkin. That's a new name. I had a friend from undergrad. We got into the same grad school in the US, and we're both from India. We traveled together, lived together in the same house, and graduated together, albeit from different departments. On the day of the graduation, after we walked, all I wanted was one picture of us two in our robes and hat. She didn't allow it. I tried all day, but she refused to make it happen. She took pictures with everyone else, and that was when I realized that she wasn't my friend anymore. Oh boy. You know, I guess it stings sometimes. Oh boy. What? Ow. What's that? Oh, it's the Malta bottle. Okay. Guys, someone's here. I'll give you one guess, okay? You just get one guess. And if you're wrong, then you'll pay for it with your life. Sorry. I mean, if you don't have to guess. Nobody's putting a gun to your head, you know what I mean? Number 23. Simple. On the advice of a friend who is a financial planner, I invested my inheritance into some RRSPs, which is the Canadian equivalent of a 401k. When I came to withdraw money years later, I realized that it would be then taxed as income. What? Huh? I'm sorry. I gotta stop. I'm sorry. Listen, when I came to withdraw the money years later, I realized that it would be then taxed as income. I ended up paying over $30,000 in taxes because of this, which was incredibly high and unnecessary as an amount. RRSPs were not the proper investment vehicle for me to buy. My friend recommended. That doesn't say buy, it says but, god damn it. But my friend recommended it to me because it gave him a better commission. So yeah, we aren't friends anymore. Oh no. Well, it all comes down to money with some people, and that's unfortunate. If it isn't Carrie Blueberry, that's a name I haven't seen before either. Interesting. Mario, Daniel, the Cookin' Mama, John Doe. Bedtime Stories. Man, Well, I guess if I yawn enough, any story's a bedtime story, isn't it? Number 22. One of my friends was inheriting $250,000 on his 18th birthday. And he didn't want to burn through it without having something to show, like his older sister had done. I had an idea to start a business catering to the kiddie club scene with a pizza franchise, live music, arcade games, etc., and he was excited to be a part of it. This was in a mid-sized Midwestern town with no recreational activities for the under 21 age range, and none of that was open after 8 p.m. I spent 8 months pulling together projections, scouting locations, finding franchise owners interested in running the restaurant side of the business, and figuring out which arcade games to lease. Okay. So his birthday comes around, and I give him a ride to the bank, and that's the last time it seemed like we were friends. He no-showed to our first meeting with the property manager for the commercial site and stopped returning my calls. He went out on his birthday and bought a new SUV in cash, baby. A week later, he rolled and totaled that uninsured truck and bought another new car? Damn. So that was like 1/3 of his inheritance gone. I stopped by his house, went up to his room where he was hanging out with a bunch of people I didn't know, smoking meth. Oh, well, there's the other 2/3 of the inheritance. He had a comically huge bag of pot under his arm and a new TV and Bang & Olufsen AV setup? The fuck is that? Like a sound system? How did I know? What kind of ugly ass shit is this? People will buy anything if they're told it's expensive as fuck. Get me some Bose speakers that are loud and function, and we're done. You know what I'm talking about? I don't need to get whatever the hell the top of the line is, as long as they're not so terrible that they're equivalent to Beats. And they're not gonna shit out on me in a fucking year or two. Holy shit. Oh no, what the hell would you be looking like? Let me see, let me get out of here. Let me get out of here. He brushed me off and I realized that he had been using me for my rides until he got a car. I stopped trying to reach out after that. It was his money and his choices, and I hope that his worked out. It just sucked. Oh my god. So sorry, I'm so sorry. Here's hoping my yawns lull you into a state of slumber after a long, busy day, you know? That's not what I want for you. I want you guys to unwind and not have to be stressed by life and all of its prying fingers. Well, he brushed me off. I stopped trying out. It was his money and his choices. I hope it worked out, and it just sucked to have the bottom drop out underneath me without warning. Bing bong. Guys, lower your shoulders and take deep breaths. Take it easy. Take it easy. Alright. You guys find me enough bedtime stories to read that haven't been done, and I'll do it in its own separate video. I dedicate an hour to that because you're worth it. Oh my god. Jesus said, what kind of gay shit did I just walk into? You better be talking about the streaming, not me, man. I'm a manly man. I'm a man's man. Speaking of gay, check that out. That's enough. Number 21. A guy calls my phone. I tell him that I can't pick up because I'm having problems breathing. Random allergic reaction. Proceeds to yell in text format that I'm all kinds of horrible things and that he would beat me up if I was someone that he liked any less. Meanwhile, I'm walking to the pharmacy trying not to die and left my phone at home. Okay. I return home with some delicious medicine, phone blown. Now he is ignoring you. See how long that'll last you. Yeah, that is going to last a pretty long time, buddy. I cannot think of a singular reason I would ever contact such an unstable fuckhead. We are both heterosexual males, by the way. I call this an abusive friendship. Well, damn. I guess that's what happens. Well, damn, a lot of you seem to have just timed out John Doe. What did he do? Did he ask to be sent to gay baby jail? Kyle, read Everybody Poops. Well, again, you guys can be unfunny in here, just not painfully unfunny. Have a little bit of self-respect, all right? Why? Oh boy. Fat Man says, hey Kyle, love ya. In a non-gay way. Well, maybe a little bit gay. Man, I think we're all a little bit gay this week as we prepare for Infinity War, huh? I'm wondering if I should just not stream, because I don't know what to expect in any chat on the internet until after we all see it. And you know those Australians get it early, those dirty Australians. I'm kidding. Number 20. Okay, I was friends with a girl that I was a bit interested in. We were always flirting a little bit, and we sounded like old-time friends. On New Year's Eve night, a couple of nights, that's not what it says, a couple that we didn't know arrive at the party that we were at and ask if we were dating. I said no, but she said, no, never. What do you mean? I asked. Well, you're the kind of guy... J-Rod.
The day's not complete until your live stream.
Oh, that's so sweet. What a sweet thing to say. Wow, like the video. I'm kidding. I love you, man. And you know I appreciate that tree fitty.
What's tree fitty?
$3.50.
Tree fitty. Tree fitty.
Yeah, boy. Yeah, boy. We pour one out for the Loch Ness Monster. He died in a tragic sex with a body pillow that is made to look like one of his anime waifu accidents. It's not his fault. These things happen. So like, yeah, they're at a New Year's party. Some couple walks in. They go, hey, y'all dating? She goes,
No, never.
and he's like, what do you mean? And then she says,
Well, you're the kind of guy who cheats on his girlfriend.
she was serious. She never saw me in a relationship. She just guessed it out of nowhere and dropped it in front of strangers. Another friend heard it and saw my face. Probably the most surprised face you could see. I'm talking to you so you could see the look on my face. You're cold, aren't you? Turn it up. Another friend heard it, saw the look on my face, probably the most surprised face you could see, took my arm and took me away from her. Oh. It turned out a lot of my female friends were talking behind my back. Some jealous idiots began spreading rumors, and this very good friend just believed everything. I lost a lot of friends that night. Hey, look, man. I knew a lot of chicks in the past, and they used to spread some very random rumors about me like that. Like somebody would just make some shit up one day, and then it would just...
A spicy list indeed.
Prelude says a spicy list indeed. Wait, you guys heard that because she just read it. Forgive me. You know he's like bumping up his health as the stream boss with every donation. What a Prelude. Prelude, figure out another transparent GIF so that I can update it. Because Ryu is very strange, you know. I would never question my lieutenants, my stream bosses, my chosen. But Ryu, man, how does he even fit into this? As we continue up the list of 25 moments that ended a friendship, number 19 reads as follows. When the best man told me that he wasn't coming to the destination wedding, the day before the wedding. You would laugh. You're a monster. Somebody said, fuck. That's just so damn low. Just tell him before the event. Give him the chance to set somebody up. Oh my God. Oh no. Here's what I'm gonna do. Number 18. Wow. Somebody says that's shitty, but on the flip side, most destination weddings are also a big middle finger to everyone you're close to. Most, but not all. Number 18. I can't be the only one who reads these threads to make sure that they don't do these things. You son of a bitch. Now I gotta scroll all the way down to number 26 and read that corny ass entry as well. Here we go. Number 26. I was walking with my friend in the woods when I told him about this girl that I started dating. I casually mentioned that she has 2 moms, to which he replied, "Oh, I would have dumped her straight then and there." What the fuck? I cut ties shortly after, and I am still dating the same girl for 4 years. Smiley face. As we roll up this list, goddamn. Number 17. When I was in year 8, walking past my local fast food joint, I saw my best friend of 6 years hanging with 2 kids who mocked me relentlessly and made my high school life a living hell. The 2 bullies saw me instantly and began to laugh. My supposed friend joined in. I pretended not to notice. Is that when Bart walks over and says, "Don't ruin this for me, Milhouse. I got a good thing going here." Oh, poor Milhouse. Poor Milhouse. Man, you guys are setting people straight in the chat tonight. Feels good, right? Feels good, right? Just wielding that wrench power. It's a shame we don't have like animations for when people get like timed out or hidden. I should make that happen. I should see if there's like a bot that'll hit people with like a flash notification of something dope happening. That'd be pretty key. I think Prelude just hit a new GIF in the Discord. Oh boy, let's take a look. What do we have here?
Less than 3.
Oh my god, Vanessa, that's so sweet. That's so sexy. That's so special. And you know I appreciate you, girl. Thanks for breaking it down in a way that, I don't know, goes above and beyond. It's definitely much better than some ugly ass speakers. You heard it here first. You know, I'm a musical man. I'm a musically inclined man. But why do my speakers need to look ugly as hell? I don't understand. Somebody said, this $40,000 speaker is ridiculous. I'm not the only one thinking this is the stupidest looking speaker in the world. And it's ugly. You know? I appreciate things of all shapes and sizes, especially of a man of my girth. Yeah, I'm talking about, but damn it, Bob, speakers. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and change Ryu to what he wants to be. A little bit of Cowboy Bebop Man. Yeah. Which is going to call an unfair reminder to the stream about something that we started and never finished. But hey, let's say that the most interested of you, I like to think, missed episodes, and I'm not sure you ever got caught up. Yes, sons of bitches. I love you. So here we go. Number 16. When they admitted that they had been doing, or they had been harboring negative feelings towards me for years, maybe, I'm not exactly sure, and didn't say why. I asked them if we could talk, and they said, enough had been said. Okay. A part of me died that day. Oh, that's kind of unfortunate. Hey guys, say my name so that I can easily just pick my eye up when I'm scanning the stream. But go ahead and tell me some crazy shit that that ended relationships of yours. Like, when did you know that a friendship was ultimately over? Or if you're like a cuck, what's something that should have ended a friendship, but you just kept giving them second chances? Or maybe you're still giving them extra chances because you're weird like that. You know what I mean? Y'all need to stand the hell up for yourself. Some people are crazy. No, don't just say the name on it. What the fuck? I love you. Listen to the full thing that I say in the future. You guys are cute. Swagsticle says, where's... Well, damn, Chris Carmine. I guess we know who that car belongs to. That's the kind of disgusting joke that Dio would love. So I hope that she, I hope that she appreciated that. Oh, I feel dirty after saying that. The Doobly Stew says, Kyle, how do I giving of the money? Look, man, I love you, and I love you enough to tell you that you probably have some other things you need to figure out first before you worry about that. I'm kidding. I mean, click the you can go to the Streamlab link in the description. You can hit the super chat button. I have faith in you, man. I have faith. Number 15. I wonder if faith is in the stream chat. When I finally realized that they never had anything nice to say about anything, every comment about any person or situation was always either negative, sarcastic, or both. Once it dawned on me that what a miserable sod they were, I couldn't stop hearing it. Every interaction with this person became a bummer. Life's too short for constant negativity, so that friendship had to end. I think people are saying, oh man, this guy's begging for it. It's funny because, the stream is kind. My mods are so sweet. They'll give people chances. But I guess we can't keep giving chances to people that are just going to disappoint us. Did anyone hear that? Oh. Sorry. Yeah, I mean, he's gotta go. He's gotta go. Did he say, Linda, stop bullying me? That's my life. Aaron says, dated my ex 2 days after we broke up. Joke's on him, she cheated on him. You really know how to pick him, Aaron Deers. Hazelnut says, well, I was trying to reconcile with my dad, Kyle, and he told me that he wished I was still 4 years old. Well, did he mean it in a super mean way? Because many parents always wish that their children never passed a certain age. Could have come out, a way that he didn't intend it. Daniel Harbinger says, Kyle, my best friend stole $70 from me. No more friendships. What an ass hair. What a scumbag. I love this. Linda, stop bullying me. I'm sorry. Lexia says, when my friend tried to get me to smuggle steroids to him while he was in the military and in Afghanistan, that's fucked up, man. I'm glad that you stood up and didn't make some shit like that happen. You could get in a lot of trouble. I mean, in the States alone, you can get in trouble for having the wrong shit on you, but going overseas, that somebody would even ask you to do that. It's just like, come on, man. Dia says, Kyle, I am a damn pushover and too kind, so I tend to not see the bad in people. So long story short, relentless bullying from friends. Please stop allowing it to happen, Dia. Don't get those damn braces either. Ridiculous. Jacob says, Kyle, not my friend, but my brothers. The friends wanted to kill us, basically. Sounds pretty interesting. You guys make a movie out of it? The Wiggler says, I'm sure you get this every day, but your voice is beautiful. Oh my God, that's so sweet of you to say. I don't get it as often as you might think, and I appreciate any and everyone who might extend something positive. You took the time. And if you didn't like the video either, even you just saying something nice, I appreciate. But if you did that and you liked the video, oh my God, my pants, not enough room. So Obsidian Jacob says, Kyle, not my friend, but whoa, I read that. Big Packet says, Kyle, oh boy. This one time my friend ruined a friendship when he stayed overnight and told me stories about people ruining friendships as a nighttime fable. Why did you laugh at that? That's not funny.
It's only funny because they keep going on about nighttime stories, bedtime stories.
It's not. It's.
They all what? Or not they all, but this one, it's the same person under different names. I'm assuming.
It's just stupid. Call my name on some shit like that again and see if you keep posting.
See, I was expecting a ban.
Yeah, I mean, I'm
why
just.
I was laughing.
That's not funny. I'm tired of this. Oh man, Linda, Kyle, when she brought a mystery guy into my house and got mad that I wouldn't let her fuck him in my bed. This is like when we read a story yesterday about how somebody once, shut up. Sorry, about how A couple got married, but they lived with other people. So they went to a hotel to, you know, do their thing. And the night that they were in the hotel, I think the sister who was married brought somebody home, like a stranger, and fucked them in their own bed at home. But she was also on her period and got it all over the bed, and they had to buy a new bed. Like, can you be more inconsiderate as a human being? Like, what a bucket of trash, you know? And I get it, people get drunk and shit like this, but unless you paying me literally like $3,000 to try and just money, most things do have a price tag. Do you know what I mean? Is the worst part about it is like, Jesus Christ, because he's out of pocket having to replace that bed. You know, what a terrible way to start off a marriage. And for her to be married herself and doing this shit, oh my God. You know, I learned something crazy about Terrence Howard today, guys. I learned that he didn't believe that 1 × 1 = 1, and like got into an argument with a dude at his institute over it. Like, what? Hazelnut Kyle, honestly, I don't know. I just hate him so much. Larkin says somebody constantly put you down for years while I couldn't make any new friends. Well, hopefully you have transcended that, and now you're greater and bigger for it. Many people aren't worth even pursuing friendships with, because they're just seeking something like many of the people we're probably going to find out about on this list. Prelude said, a friend accused me of stealing his shit girlfriend when in fact he wanted to be with my girl. The joke was on him. I run a tight ship. What an ambiguous thing you just said. Okay, Sin Duncan. CYEAL. That's the timeout you've been looking for. Okay. Yeah, boy. Yeah, boy. That shit must be hard. That keyboard is the final boss of your life. Wiggler says, well, of course I like the video, Kyle. Wow. You just got it all going on, Wiggler. If you were a lady and therefore didn't have a Wiggler down there, you see what I did there? That's a joke that Dio will like. Then, you know, you'd just be perfect. Not saying that men aren't perfect. You just ain't perfect with me. I'm kidding. Michael Davis is a perfect guy, but he was late as hell to the night stream. Big Packet says, Kyle, my babushka used to... It's not funny. It's not funny. And it looks like Lex. He got his ass in the middle of me trying to read it too. That was gonna be a shit comment. I can tell you right there. Just AIDS. I almost want to save a clip of that. That's fucking bad. Oh, thank you, Lexeus, man. That is awful. Oh my bubbles. Y'all are just a piece of shit. Some of y'all, man. I haven't seen really low effort comments. Like, some of the comments are so low effort that it's almost like they're putting in effort to make them bad. So is it really low effort then? Oh man. Thank you for your service, Lexeus. This is madness. Okay. Number 14 on this. Okay. I've lost my OBS window. The list of 25 moments that ended a friendship reads, when I realized that all of the people that I know, at least about my... I realized that of all the people that I know, I know the least about my best friend. We navigated the awkward middle school years together. We were inseparable through high school, remained close through college. Even though we went to different schools, she was my other half. The kind of friend where you could just be yourself and not worry because you knew you were understood. We spoke fluently in inside jokes. I felt like she was my sister. I thought we would be close forever, but then there came a time when she could come home to visit, and she would be reluctant to make time for us to hang out. She was just too busy. Little by little, she made it clear that our friendship was no longer a priority. We both got married, moved to different states. People grow apart as they get older, I get that. But it's rare that she texts me back now, and she isn't active on social media, so beside the 15-minute phone call once a year, I have no idea how she is now. Honestly, this is one of the things in my life that makes me the saddest. I still want that level of friendship, but have yet to find it somewhere else. It's so hard to find it as an adult. It's true, but you kind of gotta release it as best you can, guys. Here's the thing that's very important in a relationship, regardless of whether or not it's in an intimate capacity or, you know, a platonic capacity. You're gonna want to need mutuality. Okay, if one person is doing more work than the other to maintain this thing and it's consistent, then that's a problem. And let me explain something to you before you misunderstand me. Sometimes people don't have what it takes to, let's say, hold up the responsibilities of a typical friendship. You know, a lot of friendships come in different shapes and sizes. A lot of people may find themselves in a situation where they can't be as, I want to say, active, interacting and going out and doing this and hanging out and, you know, sending each other messages all the time and blah, 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 blah. Like, people get busy and that's just the way that it is. But when one person is consistently putting forth more effort and the other is basically just letting it, you know, fall by the wayside, hey, it's a two-way street. Some of these bridges, you know, take more than two people to burn, hilariously. Like, sometimes one person can keep a friendship going, but y'all shouldn't try, man. Y'all got other people that you could have a much easier and more fruitful relationship with. So give it a try. If you're fucking around with people who are just not giving anything, they just want to get. Dia says, I don't like being upset though, even if it's with good reason. I feel bad now for getting mad to begin with. You're human, and getting mad is something that you should excuse, and that the people who are around you that you matter to will learn to excuse, because it happens to us all, and maybe they would want the same reaction if it happened to them. Aaron says, Kyle, dumb ass old best friend tells people Aaron only got a girlfriend because I got one. You know? You ever think to yourself, like, if you were to say some of the things that other people say, like, that you would feel like a bitch, you know? And because you're not about that bitch ass nigga shit, you're not, like, gonna allow yourself to be enveloped by what you would call bitchosity or something. You know what I mean? You're just never gonna say something like that. The type of thing that maybe you type on the screen on the phone and then just delete it all because what? It's like the type of people that say shit like your loss. You know what I mean? What the fuck you mean somebody got a girlfriend because you got one? Like, what? Uh-oh.
Hey, Sael, my boy. I saw you dropping a few bucks for my favorite boys over at the etc. stream. Thought I'd drop some Earth dollars your way. Thanks for making work less of a constant downward spiral of pain. Kiss, kiss.
Oh my god, I'm sorry work is pain for you, Sinner J, but he just brought a very interesting thing to light. It's interesting that him and I, you know, are interested in them ETC boys. I don't watch a lot of their streams, but they had a special guest on their stream today, which is a dude named Spool. Spool used to be part of Funhouse when they broke away from Machinima back in the early days. Spool and Joel and Funhouse were just making some shit happen, but then after a while, Spool, he just said he wasn't happy and he just broke off from that shit, and they had him talking to ETC, so I just jumped in to see what they were talking about. I think their topic for today was, you know, are single player games dying, dude, you know? And obviously the answer to that is no, because there are a lot of great single player games that we can name just off the top of our heads, you know. Dark Souls now is a multiplayer experience, but I think it's more interestingly experienced alone. I loved Horizon Zero Dawn. Legend of Zelda was amazing, and everybody can't stop sucking that thing's dick. And now that God of War is out, it's a great single player experience. But I think if we were all to look from an objective kind of studio or company standpoint, where we thinking about making money, we thinking about what is getting a buzz, what has everybody's interest. If we look at Twitch right now, the top games that are out there are all multiplayer games, and that's where the longevity is, because you're going to be able to play it with your friends. The game's going to be able to last longer than something that you just play through 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 times and then be like, well, I've seen everything that there is to see. There are no variables that would make each session or interaction or, you know, playthrough different. And now these days with microtransactions, where they can just drop out some skins or some bullshit like that into the game and make people want to feel like they should spend money in the game, it's just something that they're gonna start paying attention to. So yes, I did donate. I did super chat those boys over there, and it's crazy to see that any of you were actually over there to see what I did. Oh, well, that's interesting to know, Synergy. Oh yeah, oh yeah. I was talking about how I hated Subnautica too. Fuck that game. That Spool said when I donated, I said, like, you know, Spool, I hate Subnautica. I'm a grown man and Minecraft is behind me. And I said, like, I can't be worried about this hunger, the thirst. Because in Subnautica, you have to get health packs for your health. You need to get food for your hunger. And you need to get drinks for your thirst. And it's like, my God, that's a lot of shit to micromanage as far as I'm concerned. And somebody told me you can turn that shit off. But at the same time, I feel like it's not even like a true experience. If I were to do that, it's not a true experience. Whatever. Dia says, thank you all. I feel better. Hopefully things get cleared up soon at work. I know, Kyle, my employers just suck. I feel less nice for getting mad, though. Like I lost a little piece of me. You can't be so critical of yourselves when you have outbursts that are human, especially if you come down, recognize that, you know, you reacted in a way that is not what you wanted, and then try to do something about it. Okay? Very human. And sometimes we are our own worst enemy, so don't let it fall out of control. Just correct whatever you feel is a mistake and then move forward. Number 13, when she invited me to her wedding and then never sent the invitation, I called her and she told me, sorry, we don't have room. I mean, why did I have to call you to find this information out? You had known me for several years, and couldn't you have just let me know yourself? Oh my God. Oh my God. Well, Hazelnut says, Kyle, it's nice to hear you talk about this because I need to hear it as well. I've been stressing all day. Again, guys, sometimes we have bad days. Sometimes we need help. Sometimes that help's not available. But sometimes it's easy to be critical of ourselves for feeling like we even need help at all. But nah, man, we're human. We run low on energy. We get depleted batteries occasionally. Sometimes we wake up with not enough sleep. And that can ruin the whole day right there. And it's not bad that, you know, we're going to eventually have something hit us the wrong way and shake up the bottle that we are until we just erupt. But fuck, the thing is, just like you know that it could be better, it can be worse as well. So you're not killing a man, dude. You're not fucking up and going back and smoking some meth or something. You know what I'm talking about? Just you got emotional. You recognize that you were emotional. You're going to try to prevent that from occurring in the future. All you can do is correct yourself and move from here on out. Unless you're going to waste the rest of your life trying to engineer some kind of time machine to go back in time and go, no, man, don't look at that picture on the computer. It's going to send you fucking crazy. And you're like, what are you talking about? How could a picture do that to me? And there's a picture of some fine asshole and she's really thick. And you're just like, why can't I have those thighs? Ah! You just, you know, your whole day. That's your whole day there. And you get fired. You looked at a picture of the girl, but she too thick. She too thick with 2 C's. Okay, I'm sorry. Number 12, my 25th birthday. My best friend of 15 years and a roommate had asked me what I wanted to do for my birthday a week or so beforehand. I told her go to dinner, catch a movie, Drink at a wine bar that we both like, nothing crazy, just the two of us, low key. We can make it if we try. She always liked having a big birthday bash party for herself, and I was always the opposite. She said leave it up to her. She would handle everything. Ooh, she gonna make a party for her. Day of my birthday comes around, it's a Saturday. She is nowhere to be seen that morning, no big deal. I will go lay by the pool and relax till she comes back. She never comes back. Doesn't text me happy birthday. I call her nothing. I call her boyfriend and she tells me she is at his place hanging out. Oh. They had no special plans or anything. They were just going to hang out at his place all day. And it hit me all at once. Our friendship is over. It wasn't the fact that she missed my birthday and left me hanging. That was just a straw that broke the camel's back. I stopped and thought about how flaky she had been in the past 2 damn years. All the times that she was never there for me, but I had dropped everything to help her. How one-sided our friendship had become and how little respect she had for me. I think she expected me to be mad for a bit and get over it. Nope. That day our friendship ended. I kept all communication to a minimum, switched roommates, went on with my new life. She has reached out a few times, but I have always rebuffed her. I missed her like crazy, but our friendship will never be what it once was, and I remember even now, 7 years later, with crystal clear clarity, how badly she treated me the last 2 years of our relationship. Oh my God. Well, here's the sad thing here, is that it seems like this is a common occurrence with a lot of people, is that they're so used to being the one to put in the maintenance in a relationship here. With a friend, and then get used to being the only one doing that, and then suddenly they have this epiphany, this realization that holy shit, yeah, it's one-sided. It's one-sided as fuck. So that's the end of that. Pretty sad. But hopefully people find out sooner than later, because some people never come to that realization and they spend their whole life like as other people's doormat, and that's pretty shitty. Number 11, when I broke up with my ex because she couldn't stay clean. Oh, drugs. All of my friends chose her and haven't talked to me since. Somebody says it's shocking and destructive, but these aren't friends. Have you been able to trust again and make new ones? Oh boy. Guys, what did I have when I used to... I didn't have like a thing that I would play when people got banned? How about this? What you say? That's fucked up. Number 10. When he invited me 1,000 miles from home for a job that once he found out I was better than him at, promptly broke our lease just to make me homeless and quit. It didn't work. The boss hooked me up with housing, and because of how this friend had treated me, practically gave me the place. Last I heard, the friend got busted with a drug buffet on his way to a festival in Florida. That's all he was ever good at, and after years he finally slipped up. I'm glad to have that trash gone from my life. Damn. Someone says to anyone reading this, this is why you don't live somewhere without your name on the lease. Your roommate can fuck you over, and it'll be tough to prove that you actually were residing there. Plus, you're likely violating the lease as a long-term guest and can end up evicted for it in most places. Holy shit. Jeez, man. Life is pretty real. God damn. Just somebody just kicking your ass out because they wanted you to get a job. And now you're better at them, so they're just like, no. Get the fuck out of here, you homeless. You homeless now. Creative Mer says, I gave over $100 to my friend who said that she'd pay me back when I'd want to hang out, but she'd usually dip. A few times she ditched me to go drinking. Well, please tell me this kind of stuff is not in your life anymore. My Lord. I'm sorry. Give me a second. Oh boy. Itchy face. Dia says, I'm quitting. This job is practically killing me. I've been getting sicker and health issues that were manageable are worse than before. I'm sorry to hear that, Dia. Do you feel that you'll be able to situate a new job before you're done with the old one? Because that may be the better, way to handle it. Oh boy. Scary stuff. Well, we're on the final 10. I'm going to number 9. I used to hang with a neighbor a lot growing up. It was great because we had similar tastes, so we would always play together after school and when possible during the weekend. One day, he invited a couple of school friends to sleep over, and he invited me to join them. His friends bullied and harassed me the whole time I was there, and instead of defending me or telling them to stop, he piled on and joined them. I told them to fuck off, left, and decided that this guy was no longer my friend anymore. Good fucking riddance. Good fucking riddance. Oh boy. Jesus says, Kyle, I lost a friendship of 15 years or so. He got pissed because I called him a late bloomer in partying, smoking weed, and getting drunk. He was straight edge back then. Stupid faggot. Is this a joke, Jesus? Is this a joke? Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I mean, being straight edge is what I'm saying. There's nothing wrong with being straight edge. And what's even weirder is if this is the type of shit that you get off on saying to people, then how did he make it 15 years without realizing, without expecting this kind of shit out of you? Do you know what I mean? Can you imagine just me saying a Kyle thing one day and someone getting so bent out of shape that they're just really mad, and they've been listening to me for pretty much an hour a day for over 300 days, dude? What the fuck? What do you mean? You're surprised at who I am now? It's not like a light switch. I'm not changing. I don't know. People are crazy. How about that? Well, hey, Eileen. Eileen Moore. That sounds interesting. Or fake. I believe in you, Eileen Moore. Maybe she'll be the new Casey. As we travel up to number 8. When she was diagnosed with genital herpes and continued to have unprotected sex with people without telling them first, I'm sorry, it was so gross that it turned me into a Muppet. She would tell them that she was on birth control and they didn't need to use a condom, dude. Whoa, it's giving me the wigglies. Like that. This is giving me, this gives me chills. I asked her how she felt okay with spreading it, and she said she still wanted to get laid and that it was nobody's business if she had an STD or not. What a whore. What a human garbage bag. What a scumfuck disaster of a creature. How can you be so self-absorbed that you're not even thinking about other people and what they might prefer to not have? And the worst part is, this is why you should want to smack this, just pop this dirty bitch in the mouth, dude. It'd be one thing if she were ignorant and too stupid to understand that, oh no, some people don't want the disease, you know what I mean? Some people don't want herpes. She knows well enough to hide it. She knows that if this were something that people were to be aware of, it would influence their decision to not fuck with this bitch. And she is okay. And the worst part is, this dude made an edit, and in his edit he says, as some have said, herpes is not a life-ending condition. What kind of dirty sleaze bags are fucking defending this slut and her actions in this fucking story? That's scary. It's scary. We living in a scary world. Remember this. People came to this bitch's defense. Ugh, my body is erupting right now. I don't have to read this. Number 7, okay? Buh. When I realized that my buddy was never going to grow past his high school mentality. Oh, he made it to high school? Props to that guy. Some people don't make it past middle school. in their corny ass ways of thinking. And that's fine too. They'll find a lot of people to click up with that share those feelings. Riri Nova says, Kyle, I also lost one of my friends I had after quitting because she went around telling people about my marital problems while I was in the hospital after overdosing. Oh, geez, you had to make it real with the overdosing thing at the end, so now I feel like a douchebag for putting on the stupid voice, huh? I am sorry that during such a trying time in your life, you had other people trying to make it about them. That's one thing that I want y'all to do at the end of the day. You know what I'm talking about? I want you guys to stop and think when people are cutting up, when people are being ridiculous, when people are being excessive, being extra, as you might say, that's what's going on with them, is that they have so little going on that they're willing to literally do or say pretty much anything to get that attention, boy. They want it so bad, and things need to be about them so hard that, I mean, Facebook ain't enough. They really need to be a spectacle in real life. And what are they willing to do to get there? When people gossip, yo, yeah, y'all bored. I get it, you know. People to talk about shit is like something to do. That's why celebrities are a huge thing in this country right now. Y'all never gonna catch me acting like a fool if I ever came across the wrong motherfucker or somebody that's technically famous, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm not that type of guy, but I get it, you know? But at the same time, y'all gotta, I want you to think about how much of your time, you know, at the end of your life will have been spent talking about somebody else, you know? Don't be like that, okay? And in the same breath, when other people, you know, they spend their time talking about you, consider yourself so interesting that that's what gives their life purpose, meaning, and is relevant to them, is talking about you, baby. And make this your fucking goal. Hear me the fuck out. Make this your goal. Don't talk about anybody else as much as they talk about you. You know what I'm talking about? So if this bitch got shit to say about you while you in the hospital, hey, we shouldn't even be talking about her right now. Let her shrivel up and die like the rose she wished she was at her peak. You know what I'm talking about? Shit, some people just born and they start withering. Ain't no peak to be reached. That's rude. You can't say stuff like that. I mean, what? Look, the only things that I can't say are things that a robot can decide is rude on YouTube, because he's going to hear, wait a minute, did he just say shooting? You can't have that in your video. Flagged. Kinky Kitty says, ropes, chains, and whips. I'm just getting so hot. I'm kidding. She says, it reminds me of an ex-roommate who had herpes and slept with married men. What is that like? Is she like a superhero in her own mind? Is she like some kind of anti-hero? She's just like,
oh yeah? I'm going to find all the unfaithful men.
151, J-Rod. Well, that's a strange number. But I appreciate the rod, you know? I will spare you. Get it, Dia? It's really, it's not funny. That's the joke. It's really bad, but that's what she's gonna like. She's gonna like, spare the rod, dude, that's weak. That joke is awful. Anyway, Kotala says, when a friend straight up just told me that I was an ass who never cared despite supporting them through 3 suicide attempts. Oh God, man, some people are just so, I don't know, selfish, you know, and they just want to live and be emotional. Number 6, okay, when he tried to blackmail my wife into having sex with him. What? And if that wasn't enough, he was 3 years later in prison for shit. What? Oh my God. Just to show you guys how much ahead of myself I am when I read. When he tried blackmailing my wife into having sex with him, and if that wasn't enough, there he was in jail 3 years later for shaking his baby to death. And Kotala, I'm very sorry, dude, Because your question right now is, how do you shake a baby to death? Boy, you've got some shit to learn. Shaking a baby to death is a thing that happens a lot. A lot. I'm talking about a lot of parents fucking reach their wits' end. You know what I'm talking about? And when the baby won't shut up, because the baby just won't stop crying and they don't know what they want. Do they want you to rock it? Do they want you to feed it? Do you have to use the bathroom? Babies just cry. And women are already outrageously emotional. And I don't mean that in a rude way. I mean it in like a fucking genetic way. You know what I mean? And when women have kids, it's a fucking roller coaster. So some people really don't understand that their life has changed forever until they are home with a kid that they realize they have to spend 100% of their time just taking care of now. Making sure this kid doesn't die, that he's not choking on his own fucking saliva, that he's breathing all right, that he's not gonna eat the wrong thing and choke. You know what I'm talking about? Like, this is 100% of your time. And it's easy before the kid comes out for people to not realize or recognize or understand that, you know, oh yeah, I'll just be able to fuck off to do these other things when I get the chance. Hell nah, baby, this is your life now. And even with 2 people in the household, in 2 people in you know, a relationship trying to take care of this kid, there's not going to be time between y'all. Okay. And yes, it'll hit people like a ton of bricks, and they will pick that baby up and in one passionate fit of emotion shake the life out of this kid. This shit happens a lot, dude. I'm sorry that you have to hear about it, because it's a little real, but it is true. This shit happen in hospitals too. Yeah.
Like, you're thinking it's difficult. Babies' necks, they need to, like, you need to hold a baby's neck up whenever they're especially little. They don't have that much muscle. It's really easy to accidentally sever their spinal cord. Just like we're fully developed and we can have ours severed in a car accident if we're shaken hard enough. A baby is a lot more fragile than that, so it's super easy for it to happen. Or not super easy. You'd have to shake pretty good, but it's a lot easier than I think they're thinking.
Oh man. Yeah, it's a terrible thing to think about. But it's true. It happens probably every day.
Yeah.
For sure. Kinky says, yep, I'm so worried about my baby's father, thinking that he might do something because he's so immature. Girls, y'all gotta try. You know, I know life happens fast, man, but y'all gotta try to pick them. You know, baby's a lot of responsibility. Being the oldest sister of 4 is not easy. Oh my God. Damn, Prelude.
Derailed the awfulness. Titty sprinkles on the beach. This guy and his Cowboy Bebop. Okay, I almost called it an emoji. It's just a gif. Okay. Prelude, I thank you. Prelude, keep beefing up his health, man. Nobody's gonna be able to chisel away his stream boss status. Shake and Bake prepared me to shake babies to their deaths.
Come on, man. Shake and Bake did not prepare you for that, you know? Can you imagine if Shake and Bake had a bad name like that? Can you imagine if you tried to make a product and some damn kids on the internet distorted the product into some kind of terrible thing? You know, like you just made a new type of microwave and people they were like, hey, this is the best microwave to put a hamster in. And you're like, whoa, no, we do not. There's no instruction. And then they doctor like a package to make it seem like it came with the microwave, and they open it up and it's just like, wow, there's instructions on how to put the hamster in the microwave. You're like, no, we did not do that. I love PR disasters when like when they realize too late that the best thing they could have done was said nothing in response to all of these morons on online. Ugh. Wait a minute. Shaken baby syndrome. Mm-mm.
It can just impair them and not kill them also.
I want some statistics. No, wait a minute. No. No. This isn't that. We talking about just shaking a baby to death, man. This is a thing that, afflicts, the surviving children who have had their head shook, Oh boy. Why do I have to specify that? What kind of list has this become? What a crazy entry. Number 5. It's only number 6 too, so it's above it. Number 5. When it became apparent that the only reason they ever wanted to meet up was to push their MLM. Oh yeah, it's that pyramid scheme bullshit. Number 4. My old roommate took me for a birthday breakfast. At the end of the month, he added his meal and mine onto the monthly rate. He legit didn't know why I was mad. Also, every time I was upset at him, he would change the Wi-Fi password. Petty. Didn't stop being his friend until I was about to move out. I got a call at work that the cops were at my house, so I go home. He told them I abandoned the property and wanted to know what legal rights he has to my stuff. I told the cops I was moving out, but was simply at work and hadn't moved my stuff out. They called him an asshole and left. Man, they didn't beat him up a little bit? You call these guys caps? Okay, look. Man, it's bad when even the cops are like, dude, you're an asshole, as they leave. Nice. Number 3. When they went out on a trip with our other mutual close friends without me and talked about it for days in front of me, I took the hint and got myself a new set of friends. That is so sleazy. Jeez, man. What did they do, Someone said, oh God, that was my breaking point. My birthday party was on a Sunday a few years ago, so I asked my friends a few weeks before if they wanted to do anything that weekend. They're all like, oh, we're all gonna go to a cabin in the mountains that weekend. When I asked if I could join, they told me to ask the organizer. So I emailed her and pathetically begged to be allowed to go, but was told repeatedly that there was no more room. I had a shitty birthday weekend by myself. The following week, I found out that the organizer let someone join last minute. He asked on Thursday if he could come, and the next day he drove to the cabin after work where he stayed for the weekend, and apparently it was an awesome time because they would talk about it for months. We could all be talking about something completely unrelated, and suddenly the conversation would turn into, oh, just like what happened in the cabin. Why did you... Someone says these are bullies. They knew that you wouldn't come and still, they knew that you couldn't come and still brought it up. It's passive aggressive toxicity. Sounds like something I need to capitalize on. Someone write that down for later. Passive aggressive toxicity. I could turn that into something. Could turn it into a series. Yeah. Like how can I be like passive aggressively toxic to you right now? How do I let me try. Man, I miss the way your breath used to smell. What does that mean?
Alright, I'm sorry.
No, that doesn't work. That doesn't work because it's still too direct. Passive aggressive toxicity. I feel like this is direct. Just like that time at the cabin when they knew that he couldn't go and they allowed somebody else to go last minute. That's fucked up. Fuck that. What a bunch of assholes. Number 2, I let my best friend live with me because his uncle's landlord didn't want him there. When he left the house, I found a heroin cap on my carpet. Before that, he borrowed my car at around 2 a.m. while I was sleeping, wrecked it, and walked home. He didn't even have the audacity to tell me until I woke up at 6 a.m. for work. Lost my job, he lost a friend, and a couch to sleep on.
Somebody said, fuck that guy. And then somebody named that one guy said, fuck you, buddy. Okay. Oh, boy. Prelude said, I lost a 4-year friendship over me having better Pokemon cards as a kid. Yeah, kid friendships. Uh-huh. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Everybody like the video. That'll give it the boost it needs to not even be sent out to the people that are subscribed to me. YouTube works really funny. You want to know how funny it works? So funny it makes me want to shoot myself in the fucking face. Yeah, YouTube wishes it had that kind of fucking power. Corny ass website. It's a real question though, why people who are subscribed to certain people aren't getting notifications yet. They'll wake up to new people that they're subscribed to that they never press the button on, and they'll get notifications for shit that they're not subscribed to. What a website. But guys, we've made it to the end of this sexy 25 moments that ended a friendship list. I want to thank all of you for being here. I want to thank the sponsors for being electric. And I want to thank the patrons for just making my life an easier thing. Oh my God. You guys are insane. No less electric than the sponsors. But some of you guys have been patroning forever. And I'm going to have to hit it with you guys soon. You guys should be requesting things that you can then get. I want to thank, whoa. Sorry, I want to thank Jesus. I want to thank Prelude. I want to thank J-Rod. I want to thank Sinner J. And I want to thank Vanessa for their contributions tonight. And with that, we'll read the final one on this list. It was, I called her to tell her that I had finally left my abusive husband. And she replied, not everything is about you. I cut ties shortly after that. Okay. Okay. Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay. You know, where do I go? What do we do? Special operations. Boat airdrop. Where they dropped a boat. What the fuck am I watching? Okay. I wanted them to follow it down with a GoPro or something. Yeah. Cringe pics. Hi. Hey. Do you like me? What do you mean? I like you. Why? Because I am lonely. Do you want to see my body? No. Ooh, now they want scatter arrows into an emote. Dia, suck on this, because Hanzo has had his scatter shot removed from the game. Now people on the Overwatch forum, and in a post entitled Humor, okay, make Scatter's arrow into an emote. New legendary emote. Hanzo shoots Scatter arrow into the ground in front of him, and a dead bird falls from the sky behind him. I was never fond of Scatter, but seeing it completely disappear from the game would be sad. This could be a funny reminder. Oh boy. Whoa, serious. What are some of the big mistakes people can make in their 20s? That doesn't sound like much of a list. That's why I didn't read it. But the top posts are living a lifestyle you can't afford. It seems like a no-brainer, right? Confusing being able to make minimum payment with being able to afford something. Seems like a no-brainer, right? Number 3, just fucking coasting through life with waiting for something to happen. Nobody is going to walk up to you and hand you a meaning to your life or a fulfilling career. Ooh, some of y'all didn't want to hear that. But I guess you do have your virtual reality, guys. So, whatever, just kick it. You know what I'm talking about? Just kick it. Oh, man. Guys, get a hold of me if you need me. You know the Snapchat's the same as the channel name. Also, The Discord is in the link in the description. And, you know, I know that I have been slacking in the God of War department. I just have shit to do during the day, and it's scary and crazy. So I'll see when I have time, and I'll see how much I can get through. But I love you to death. I look forward to hearing from you. And we'll go from there. Yeah, so I already see Michael Davis going, God of War, and I know I should be fucking getting through it. Everybody is losing their mind on it. Oh boy. Excited about Infinity War as well. Hannah and I are gonna go see that. That should be amusing. That should be explosive in here. How's it gonna blow my mind? You know, I'm talking about Doctor Strange come through. He's all like Tony Stark, and Stark's like, oh man. Michael Davis says, wow, I sound exactly like that. Wow, that's how I sound. Lexia says, good night, everybody. Love you. I'm going to have my Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid DVD, so I'll be happy. I'm glad that everything's working out in all of your lives. You're all fantastic. And I can't get enough of you. So I'll see you tomorrow at the same time. And, I don't know. Hopefully you guys find something that makes sense for the rest of your nights or days. Stay amazing. Love you and miss you. Talk to you soon. Bye, 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 bye.